For this flipped lesson, we will explore landforms even further. This one's called Landforms Part 2. Here we have an example of a wetland area. What is a wetland area, you ask? Well, it's a piece of land that is mostly surrounded or covered with water. Marshes and bogs are examples of wetlands. How many of you have driven past and seen the Tantramar Marsh, which is located between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick? It's actually a saltwater tidal marsh. We'll talk about that later. Here we have another example of a landform. These are actually images of Newfoundland, Labrador area. And much of the landscape, the coastline there, is rugged. It's rocky. How many of you have actually been to Newfoundland or Labrador? They have a beautiful national park there, Grossmoor National Park. And the last type of landform that we will look at today is called a fjord. Take a look right here. This is water. So what is a fjord, you ask? A fjord is a long, narrow coastal inlet. It's carved from rock by the movement of ice. Notice how high the rocky walls are. They're jagged, they're rugged. It's hard to believe that ice actually created this type of landform. Now that we have explored the various landform types around Nova Scotia and the Atlantic region, we have a task to perform. Number 1, I would like you to revisit your textbook and look on pages 16 and 17. I want you to review those landscapes that we talked about, view the images, view different information that they present in that book, just to make sure you're on track. Number 2, I would like you to revisit your landform web and complete it. You will add the other 3 landform types that we discussed to the back side of the sheet. Then place it inside your social studies notebook. Your third task today will be to fill out and complete that comparison sheet that I gave you. Now remember, you're working with your partner, you're working by yourself, you're working at your own pace really. So find people in the room that are at the same place that you are. Be sure to walk around the room comparing your findings to those of your classmates. I want you to own your learning, so have fun, work hard, be collaborative, help your neighbors, see what you can find out. We live in a very scenic part of Canada. It's beautiful. Tourists love to visit us. And now the real fun begins. Let's see what we have to do now. Choose one landform you are really interested in learning more about. Find a classmate or classmates who are also interested in the same landform as you. Together, look up images on Google, share ideas, record, write down some facts that inspire you. I would like you to chat with your classmates and explain why you chose that particular landform that you picked. Talk about why it's special. And listen to their answers also. And to put all of the pieces of the puzzle together and to show what you've learned and to take it a step further, this is what we're going to do. Your task is to create a picture, draw something, two, design a postcard, or 3, create a collage. About what, you ask? The beautiful Fort Point, located right down my street, and beautiful Liverpool. So to recap, your task is to create a picture, a postcard, or a pic collage that you could or would send to someone who lives outside of Canada, or outside of our Atlantic region really, explaining the beauty within our own region. And of course, once we finish the task, we will do a whole class share and explain why we chose our specific landform feature. And finally, we will wrap up the session by brainstorming all of the beauty the Atlantic region offers and discuss the importance of the tourist industry within our region. People come to visit us all year long, but summertime in particular. Anyway, let's get busy. This is an exciting project. I can't wait to see what you do.